Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Kindly subscribe and turn on the notification in case I drop a new video. Previously I dropped a basic tutorial on Microsoft Excel part 1. So today we'll be treating part 2. So here I'll be taking you guys on how to format on Excel. So as you can see my screen, I've got my work ready to be formatted. Alright, so I have my headings here, the serial number, the names, the subject, and they are all underscores actually. So as you can see, they are all overlapping. Right, so the maths is not showing well, English not showing well, social studies, computer education, as you can see right here on the formula bar. Right, so anything you input on your cell will definitely appear on the formula bar, but looking at it right now, it is not looking so good. All right, so now let's get to business. Okay, fine. There are different ways for you to adjust this. So you can go through the manual process of just dragging the column. Right, drag the column. Right, you can drag. I'm showing you well. You can drag. But looking at it, it's taking a whole lot of time. So let me Ctrl Z and let's see another way at which you can go about it. Alright, so another way you can go about it is you can just come here and double click. Right, this is faster, I guess. You can just double click. This is faster. Alright, but it's still kind of slow. Let's see if we can go through another process. Let me undo again. Okay, so another way you can do is just come right here. Right, just highlight. It's gonna highlight the whole of the workbook. Right, so you place your cursor here. I understand, just double click. Right, so there we go. Right, so we have it settled. All right, so that's the fastest way, I guess, if you are gonna ask me. So yeah, I guess that's treated now. All right, so now we see our maths, our English, our social studies, our computer education, civic education, environmental science. All right, so but in a case where, okay, let's still, don't worry, we'll get to it. Don't let me rush you guys. So now I want the heading bold. I want it bold. I would want us to start with the font tab. Right, so I want it bold. Now it's quite simple. Just come here. This is bold. You can see it's bolding already. So at least it is the heading, and it should be different from the content, at least, so that when people see your work, they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, the subject, and it is what it is. So another way, this is called italic. Right, if you want to italize your font, right, so you can just come right here. Okay, maybe you want to italize the subject, this course rather, so you are just gonna highlight them all. Right, just italize them. They're gonna be slant. Right, you can see it's slanting. Right, it's slanting. So now if you want to, this one is if you want to underline, actually, if you want to underline. Okay, so in my previous video I taught you guys on how to sum. Right, so as you all know, equals to sum. Right, then you can just drag down. So enter, you have your total sum. So now if you want this total underlined, right, so you can just have it highlighted, then underline. Right, so as you can see, you can have it underlined. Here is double underlined. Right, it's gonna be 2. As you can see, it's 2. If you're not seeing it well, sorry. Okay, so you can see it's 2. Right, so that is that about that. All right, so now that we have treated this, let's come to this. So here it's called border. It's called border. So how do we border? Border is a form is a form of giving your work a border, and there are ways to it. Right, so if I want this my work in a border, just highlight them all. Right, then come here. We have different ways at which you can have your work bordered, right? Not the other way border. All right, so here is bottom border. If I'm picking the bottom border, it is just going to have the bottom, bordered alone. All right, so let's see. You can see just this part alone. All right, just this part alone. All right, so and at the same time, if we don't want the border at the bottom, right, you highlight the same way, then you come here, right, then you can have it all border, right, all border. You can see, so more like my work is in a table already, so you can explore other options. They are very, very easy to use. And here we have, the line colors, right? Maybe I've got it underlined. I don't want it black. I can just come here, line color, then you have it, red. You have it all red. You understand? So that's how it works. So you can just explore on that. It's really, really handy. Very, very easy to use, right? So that is it. So now you can see when I wanted to take off the tool, just you have to go back, then okay, yeah, it's activated. Then if I want it back, you understand, so you can just press the escape key on the keyboard, or when you have it highlighted, then you can just come here, then you unclick the draw border. So here is the erase border. Maybe you want some places not bordered, just erase, then you start cleaning off, right? So it is very, very handy, right? So that's that about that. You just press the escape key to go back to the normal cursor. All right, so now another way, it's called the erase border, okay, as I've said earlier. So now I want this place, I want it to be colored, to be different from what we have here. All right, so you can just come here, so it will highlight the cell. These are called cells, as I've said, they are called cells. Then I want to highlight the cell. All right, so you can just come here. I want it yellow, right? It's in yellow, so you can see it's in yellow. And there are other options too. If you don't want it yellow, you don't want it, just pick your color. All right, then this one is for the font color. This one is cell color, this one is font color. My font color here is black. I don't want it black, right? I want it red. All right, so now it's red. All right, this is font color. See, to highlight the cell alone. Then this is the font color, just the font alone. All right, so that's that about that. Then this one, the next one is this. This one is for you to increase the font size and to decrease the font size, right? So they're automatic, right? Automatic, right? But the manual way is you can just come here. I want it 14 if you are working with a particular number of font size, right? 14, right? No, you have it highlighted first, right? Then I want it 14. Okay, 14. Or you can either come here, then you pick, right? Pick. So that is how it works. So now another thing is the font itself. That's the kind of font you want to use. So currently it is on Calibri. Okay, so you can just change it to whichever, this Times New Roman. Right, so it has been changed to Times New Roman. And if you want to explore other options, just come to this small arrow here, then to give you a lot of options to pick from. All right, so that is that about that. Then the next one I want us to explore is the alignment, right? So here is our alignment tab, right? Here's our alignment tab. So now I know, as I've said, if you want to adjust, you can adjust manually. Look at, okay, I want it, you can just adjust to your taste, right? So now we have our heading. You can see sitting on the border, like the bottom border. You can see it's sitting, but you want it centralized, right? You can just come here, middle alignment. It's going to go to the middle. You want it to be top, you want it to be at the top, it's going to be at the top. Then if you want it to sit at the bottom, you have something like this, right? So and another thing is the alignment. This is the left alignment, this is the center alignment, this is the right alignment. All right, so if you want to centralize, you pick. If you want it to the left, you pick. If you want it to the right, you pick. All right, so all these ones too, they're actually doing the same thing. It's called indent. So you can make it, go to the left and go to the right and the likes. So I don't really make use of it though. So that is that. So now another thing I want us to treat is the wrap cell. Okay, fine, this computer education is too wide. Maybe you have something like this, right? You have something like this, you can see it's not really showing, but I want it wrapped. Like I want the cell not to look too big, right? So you can just have it highlighted, then just come here, wrap cell, you can see. All right, then I just pick this, you can centralize it. All right, probably in the middle. All right, so stuff like that, so that your work wouldn't be too wide, it won't take a lot of space. So I'm adjusting this back, then I can come here, wrap cell, right? Just centralize, then middle, right? So that is how it works. Then let me do the same thing for English as well. Come here, wrap cell, middle, and then this one too, social studies. Social studies is not that bad. Okay, so I can leave that. Then let me just centralize them all. Okay, put it in the middle, and okay, so I guess our work is looking fine now, right? So now, okay, let me bold in this. I can bold in this, bold in it so at least to be different. And of course, the next thing I want us to do, this one is called the orientation. All right, so now you can see that I have all of them in a vertical, in an horizontal manner. All right, but probably you want them in a vertical form. You can just come here. You want them slant on like you have options. Just come here. Okay, look at. You can see when you pick the slant. No, sorry. So you can just come back here. You want it vertical, right? So it depends on the kind of work you are working. I just want you guys to know the concept of them all. All right, so there, rotate text up, rotate text, they are very handy. They come handy, they are very easy to use. All right, so that's that about that. Then another thing I want us to know is the merge cell, right? So all of these, they are underscores, right? They are underscores, so I can just have them highlighted like this, then they merge it. So this is telling me that maths to environmental science are all underscores, right? So you can see this cell has become one, that's combined column C to H as one, right? So I can just give this one another color, or let me say this color, orange color or something, right? So I guess our work is looking finer, right? So this one, I don't know if you guys understood what I've just done. Don't let me go back. Control Y is to redo. Okay, so now we have our formula here. I use formula to calculate this. You can just copy this, Control C, then highlight those ones you want the formula to be effective to automatically generate the answer itself. Just wait, Control Z and Control V. This is going to bring up the answers. So I guess it's still looking finer. Let me centralize this one, as I've said. So you can just come here, put the center, right? So that is that. Then another thing is that another thing I want us to know is, I guess we have treated all of this now. So this clipboard, this is this is paste. No, this is format painter. Sorry about that. This is Control C, and this is the paste, right? This is cut. You can see the scissors, right? This is cut. So the keyboard shortcut to copy is Control C, and the keyboard shortcut to paste is Control V, and the keyboard shortcut to cut is Control X. So let me just quickly show you how it works. Okay, now this 10, I want to copy it elsewhere. You can just come here, copy, right? You can just copy it, right? So you can see it's highlighted. Then I want it here. Just come here, paste it. right? So these are basics. There are more to it, but I don't want to bombard you guys for now. Then if you want to cut, you don't want this 10 here, you can just come here, you cut it, right? Come here, then you paste it. You can see it's no longer there. Okay, then the last one is the format painter. Okay, now I want this kind of format to appear down here, like the way the cell is highlighted and the way the font is in red. So you can just highlight, right? Then click this twice, click it twice, right? Then just drag. You can see, so that's affected the same down here. All right, so now another thing I want us to know, let's come to numbers. All right, so now we have how do I do okay, let me create another sheet so you can understand. So now for this, maybe I have 100 naira, I have 100 naira, and I want the person I'm sending this work to know that it is in naira and not in dollars. You can just come here, you can see we have different currencies, and if you still want more currency, just come here, more accounting format. You can see I have my naira sign, I have my Armenian, I have my Azerbaijani, you know, and likes. So, but I want it to be in naira. Just okay. You can see it's 100 naira. Okay. So, but I want this cell to be in percentage so that this when I'm working, to automatically, you know, make whatever number I put there in percentage. You can just have them highlighted and, you know, press this percent style, right? You can see it's Ctrl+Shift%, right? So just press okay. So whatever I type here would automatically be in percentage, right? You can see. But if this one is not formatted, just press 50. It's just gonna be there. Depends. All right. So another thing is maybe I have 2 million. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So now you know it's not really showing like a real money or something. You can just come here to make it look so good. You can see 2 million naira. Then to now add Jara, you can just come here, accounting, then put your naira sign, right? 2 million naira. So that is how it works. Then this one, they are called decimals, right? Okay, maybe in case where this 2 million naira and I want to, like, you know, decrease the decimal. Okay, you have it decreased or you want to increase it, you can see. So it is what it is, right? So that is that about that. Then lastly, or let me say before rounding up this, I would want to introduce guys to what conditional formatting. Conditional formatting, it comes handy when you want people to understand. Maybe you are working on a sheet and you want them to know the maybe probably those maybe okay, let's say in a class now, the pass mark is 50. So you want the headmaster, you want the principal to know those ones that have above 50. You understand? And you want him to know those ones below 50% or 50. You understand? So just, and here we have our subject, right? So you can just have them highlighted. You have them highlighted, and you come here, conditional formatting, right? Greater than. So greater than, you can see, you can just press a 50, right? So, but I don't, it's greater than 50. Greater than 50 is pass mark. You can see they are highlighted in red, but red is not the right color, you know. Let's find green. Okay, we have our green here, right? So you can see, so those ones above 50 have been highlighted in green. Do you understand? So now you can still come back here and, you know, here, less than 50. Okay, they should be in red. Right? No, sorry, I did not highlight. You can see you have to highlight first, then come here, less than. You can see. So those ones above 50 are in green. Those ones below 50 are in red. You understand? So now another thing I want you guys to know is here, when you come here, these are data bars, right? So to show you, now you can see now 50, you know, those ones with 90 it has a full bar, and those ones with 20 not a full bar. So it will tell you how successful or how good the number or amount or whatever there is, right? So you can see. So the same thing as the color scale also, you can see same thing as the color scale, and here same thing here too, you can see. So you can just pick from, and so it is working based on what I put on the roll, right? So you can see those ones below 50 and those ones above 50, you understand? Those ones above 50 are pass mark and the likes. It's very very easy. But if you want to remove the row, if you want to clear the row, okay, you can just come here, you highlight as well, come back here, you clear row. See, okay, clear rows from selected cell or clear row from the entire sheet, whichever one. This one is being specific, why this one is being general. You can just come here, right? So they are all cleared. All right, but if you want it specific, you can just Ctrl Z, come back here, then clear row selected, you understand? So that is how it is. So another thing, the last one I would no, let me, okay, is the format as table, right? So you can have them all highlighted. There are different table formats that you can pick from, right? You can pick from any one, right? You can see. So to give you different styles of table to pick from, right? So look at it, so you have more options that you can actually, you know, work with. So that is that about that. Then this one, the last one, is the cell style. Okay, this cell style is maybe that is mostly has to do with you know, a data with the same or will I say with the same problem or with the same result, you understand? Okay, now we have 30. So this 30 now is not a pass mark. Can I just come here, right? It's bad, right? So then this one is calculation, like maybe probably you have something to, it's just, this one is just being specific, sure. Then this one is the heading, maybe you can just have them highlighted, then come here, then heading, you can see, just pick. And then this one is the theme cell style. It does not really have much that, compared to the conditional formatting. So I'll be stopping here today. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.